He was a man who did not know how to lose. Oh, the aristocrats at the capital, they thought he was too ambitious, too flashy. They whispered in the marble halls that he was just a danger to the Republic. But out on the fringes of the known world, out in the mud and the blood of Gaul, Julius Caesar was proving them right and wrong all at once. You see, in 52 BCE, Caesar found himself in a bit of a predicament. He had chased the rebel chieftain Vercingetorix to a hilltop called Alesia. Now, any other general would have looked at those massive stone walls and seen a stalemate. But not Caesar. He didn't just want a victory, he wanted a masterpiece. So he told his men to start digging. They built a wall, an 18-kilometer ring of wood and iron and sharpened stakes, completely surrounding the enemy. They call it circumvallation. It was meant to starve out the Gauls, attrition as we know it now. But then the scouts came riding with a new problem. A relief army, a massive wave of 300,000 angry Gauls were screaming towards them from the rear. Caesar's 60,000 men were about to become the meat in a very large, deadly sandwich. Any sane man would have retreated. Any safe politician would have sued for peace. But Caesar, he just told his men to keep digging. He built a second wall, 21 kilometers long, facing outward. He built a donut of fortifications. He was besieging the enemy while being besieged himself. A man standing in a wooden ring, fighting two wars at the exact same time. And against odds 5-1, he won. He didn't just win, he reshaped the world. He turned a republic, not the Republic of Chad, but the Roman Republic, into an empire. He left a mark on history so deep that 2,000 years later, we're still measuring our leaders by his shadow. But there is a way to hold history like that right here in the palm of your hand, as you see. Today, we see the echoes of Caesar's dual fortifications in our own lives. We build walls to protect our wealth, our families, our future, and sometimes we need a reminder of what true strategic genius looks like. The craftsmen of the Spectre's Mint have done something quite remarkable, as you see. This is the second release of their Masters of War series, following the legendary Hannibal Barca. They've struck a tribute to the man himself in a 2-ounce silver coin, but coin is too small of a word for this that we hold, as you can see. Just gorgeous. On the reverse, you'll see him, Caesar, standing tall with a decree in his hand, surrounded by his centurions in high relief detail so precise you can almost hear the clank of the lorica hamata. But turn it over and you'll see the chaos. The Battle of Alesia itself. The Roman lines holding firm against the Gaulish tide. 2 ounces of fine silver. 45 millimeters of antiqued, ultra-high relief minted by the Republic of Chad for the year 2025. There are only 500 of these in the world. 500 pieces of silver for a man who conquered the known world. In an age of paper promises and digital ghosts, there's something right about holding this Master of War coin in solid physical metal. It's a legacy of strength for a time that needs it. Julius Caesar, the man who built 2 walls and walked away a king who was defeated by no army, but rather betrayed from within. But that's a story perhaps for another video. So is this coin right for your collection? Is it elite? Let's place it on our 60-point scale to find out. Let's take a look at this side first. We see the intense look of centurions and legionnaires. They are focused with the pursuit of war as if they were lions focused on a wildebeest. Caesar is holding back the horde with a look of intention and conviction as he raises his scroll. Comply or fall to the might of Rome. The choice is yours. As stated before, the Gauls thought their reinforcements would be enough, so they welcomed the challenge. Seems like the Gauls were playing checkers while Caesar was playing chess. Such a cool scene, and I love the mosaic of expressions. Very well done, and it scores a 10. We move here. We see that we have a shift in script as we forwarded to the looming conflict. Against the Roman-crafted wall, we have the equites, or horsemen, behind the prelude of shield-wielding legionnaires. The berserker attack of the Gauls proved no match for the training and discipline strategy that the Romans seemed to offer. The ruin of the defenders cast upon the hill of Alicia. There's so much here that catch the eye, so beautiful from an art form, but violent in nature. We almost don't even see the giant Chad script up here at the top due to the amazing scene. We have the Spectres logo hiding right here by the coat of arms, which is always welcome on these Spectres coins. One element I particularly love is the tuft of grass in the foreground here. We almost lose it, if not for the explosion of human life juice happening just north of it. The XFCFA, by the way, stands for 10,000 francs, which is the currency of Chad. This is a perfect scene and scores a 10. Mintage is next, and I would imagine a coin like this would have a low mintage. I was not prepared, however, for it being this low. This beautiful coin comes with a mintage of 500, meaning if you want one, you need to get one right now. By the way, if you find yourself eyeing the Spectres Mint website, which I recommend you do monthly, I do have a discount code. Use code COC20 to save some money on your next Spectres purchase. Mintage scores a 10, but on another note, you see right here that this is number 58 out of 500. That happens to be a little bit significant. 58 BC was the beginning of the Gallic Wars. Yes, in 58 BC, this is when Caesar began these wars, nearly a decade-long military campaign in Gaul, which we consider modern France, and yes, the surrounding regions. This campaign expanded Roman territory dramatically. It made Caesar extraordinarily wealthy. It gave him a fierce, loyal army, and it turned him into Rome's most famous general. The war began when the Helvetii tribe attempted to migrate through Roman territory, giving Caesar the justification to intervene. Before 58 BC, Caesar was politically powerful but not financially strained. He had enemies in the Roman Senate. His position deepened on alliances, notably with Pompey and Marcus Linnæus Crassus. His position deepened on alliances, but after 58 BC, he became Rome's most successful general. His military fame rivaled Pompey's, and the Senate began to fear his growing influence. And of course, we all know what that fear led to for Caesar. Cultural significance is next. Did you know that the Roman territory spread to North Africa? Unfortunately, that's about as close as we get to significance to the nation of Chad. Roman territory was vast but did have limitations. Many times, Rome spread itself beyond what it could defend, leaving vast swaths of unprotected land, which is one of the reasons Rome fell multiple times. The Romans were experts and created ways to outcraft human opponents. One thing they did not often have the might and challenge to defeat was nature, and in this case, that nature was the Sahara Desert, which separated the Roman Empire from the nation of Chad. This physical border created a natural boundary for Roman conquest, which unfortunately means the only significance we have between Chad and Caesar is a diplomatic one unless you were to order a Caesar salad within Chad, so I score it, unfortunately, a 1. Now for collectability. Julius Caesar is one of the most known historical figures ever, period. We all know about the tragedy of his downfall through histories and even plays that changed the world, like Shakespeare. Anything Caesar will be collectible, and if I'm being honest, it is my favorite salad choice as well, but that's also a topic for another video. The artwork is tremendous, the mintage is low, and is part of a series highlighting epic battles. It's a perfect coin for collectors and scores a 10. Our last area is uniqueness. We know from the time he was living until today there are countless coins with Caesar. You cannot escape such a figure. The Spectre's men, however, made a decision not to be generic on Caesar, but rather choose a battle that made him a master of war, which is why he is in this flagship series. One of the most epic battles in human history, in fact. On one side, we have the offer of diplomacy, and on the other, we have what happens when you deny Rome. Such a unique coin, and scores a 10, bringing us to our final thoughts and score. This Julius Caesar coin from the Master of War series strikes hard at an elite 58 out of 60. It is perfect for collectors and historians. It's probably even a great desk piece for anyone who has to strategize in their profession. Such a cool coin that should be considered by anyone who is beyond an everyday stacker. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please remember to stay classy and current with the culture of currency.